Fermented drinks are vital for gut health, but picking up a bottle every day at the grocery store creates a massive financial leak in your budget. This chart shows the real financial breakdown. At $3 to $7 a bottle, a daily commercial habit easily exceeds $100 a month. Compare that to brewing at home, where your ongoing cost drops to pennies per glass. The convenience of store-bought also comes at a high qualitative price. To survive supply chains, many brands rely on pasteurization and industrial formulations, which significantly reduces the actual live culture density of the drink. Setting up a homebrew system puts you back in control. You choose every ingredient and guarantee the cultures in your glass are active and thriving. Taking over production solves the two biggest hurdles at once. You protect your wallet while maximizing the biological benefits for your microbiome. For those ready to step up from standard homebrewing, there is a premium, faster fermenting alternative that offers a more refined experience. Jun Kombucha is widely known as the champagne of kombucha, prized for its delicate profile and rapid natural carbonation. Fermenting tea for longevity is a practice spanning thousands of years across multiple cultures. While Jun's specific origin story is shrouded in legend, it carries on that ancient tradition of turning wild ingredients into a daily elixir. Structurally, Jun relies on two specific ingredients, green tea and raw honey. This distinguishes it from traditional kombucha, which uses black tea and refined cane sugar. Utilizing raw honey and green tea elevates the process from a basic wellness routine into an artisanal craft that prioritizes premium, nutrient-dense inputs. To understand why these two drinks taste and act so differently, we have to look at the process on a microscopic level. Traditional kombucha needs the heavy tannins of black tea and the structure of sucrose. Breaking those down is a slow process, usually requiring a 7 to 10-day fermentation cycle. Jun's raw honey provides simpler, highly accessible sugars alongside a host of unique micronutrients that the yeast can consume almost immediately. This chart shows how nutrient accessibility translates to speed. Because yeast processes honey sugars efficiently, Jun crosses the finish line in just 4 to 7 days. As a highly active ferment, Jun prefers cooler brewing temperatures, around 70 to 80 degrees, to prevent carbonation from becoming overly aggressive. These diets produce distinct flavor outcomes. Kombucha yields a bold, tart bite. Jun finishes pale, smooth, and fizzy. Trading the resilience of black tea for green tea and honey requires more attention to timing. However, it rewards the brewer with unmatched speed and a bright, nuanced flavor. There is a practical financial trade-off to consider. Swapping ubiquitous cane sugar for authentic raw honey will increase your per-batch ingredient costs. It must be raw honey to succeed. Raw honey contains the native enzymes and trace nutrients required by the culture. Using pasteurized honey or cane sugar will stress and eventually kill a true Jun culture. That extra cost supports the intense manual labor of local beekeeping. Harvesting raw honey requires skilled management of hives and a deep connection to the environment. This flowchart illustrates the economic ripple effect. Your dollar flows directly to local apiaries, sustaining the pollinator ecosystems your region depends on. This creates a dual benefit system. Living ferments support your internal gut ecology, while your honey purchase supports the local macrobiome. Brewing Jun becomes a direct daily financial vote to sustain the local bee populations that are essential to our food system. Jun and kombucha offer two distinct paths, and the right choice depends entirely on the brewer's specific goals. This decision matrix breaks it down. For lowest cost, bold flavors, and a forgiving process, traditional kombucha is right. However, for delicate flavors, fast turnaround, and premium local honey, Jun is superior. Warning tone. Be aware that you cannot force a standard kombucha SCOBY to ferment honey. The two cultures are biologically distinct, and each requires its own specialized starter. Long-term success in homebrewing requires matching the right biological culture to your specific lifestyle, patience, and palate. If you're ready to make the jump to Jun, acquiring a healthy, honey-adapted culture is the mandatory first step. Kombucha Camp serves as the definitive educational hub for home fermentation, providing the resources and specific guidance needed to ensure your first brew is a success. While a complete gin kit requires an upfront investment, it pays for itself completely after replacing just a few weeks of expensive store-bought bottles. Visit kombuchacamp.com to explore gin kits, find healthy, honey-adapted starter cultures, and specialized green goddess tea blends designed specifically for honey fermentation. Use the code BEEGIN20 at checkout to receive 20% off your entire order. Start your brew today to transform a daily expense into a sustainable, gut-friendly, and ecologically supportive craft.